Hey, what is good? What is good? What is good, beautiful people? Of course, you know who I be. Good Doc, Dr. Mike TV, back again, once again with a real one. Sorry, just gonna be honest with you. You looking at a real one today. First time to the channel, guys. Make sure you get the likes up. Make sure you subscribe. Doc's not gonna mince words. He's not gonna waste time. For the better part of 6 months, I've had a bunch of guys sending me invitations to join their travel group on Facebook. Now, Doc considers himself to be a self-proclaimed local celebrity here in the Philippines. So it's not as if I can attach my name to just anything out here in these streets, man. I mean, I got a reputation to maintain. So I used to always decline to join any of these travel groups. But about 2 weeks ago, this guy hit me up in the email. He's like, yo, Doc, I seen your channel. I like your channel, man. It seems like you know a little bit about the Philippines, man. Yo, can you join this travel group? You know, help some of the brothers out here, some of the guys in the channel, man. They would really love to hear from you because a lot of the guys watch your YouTube video. I said, you know what? Let me at least give it the benefit of the doubt to at least check it out. So finally decided to accept the invite to one particular travel group that shall remain nameless. And oh my God, was I in for a rude awakening. Okay, what I learned about travel groups on Facebook for the most part is that it is nothing more than a bunch of men sharing in their conquest. And you know, when I first got there, you know, I was like, shit, it's one of these types of things, right? So of course, since I got the invite, and apparently it's a private group, I mean, it was probably like maybe 100, maybe 200 people in this group. And basically they're posting their conquest pictures of themselves with the girls that they hook up with, and your ACs in the Philippines, and your walking streets in Pattaya, and whatever they got going on in the DR, whatever they got going on in Brazil. And even a select few had a couple of photos of some young ladies that they met in Japan. I started to realize what was going on. So again, like, I mean, shit, man, I'm here for the views, right? So I'm just scrolling through, just looking at the pictures of the girls and stuff, and I wasn't really paying attention to the comment section at all. And the reason I wasn't paying attention to the comment section is just a bunch of dudes probably gassing up a whole bunch of other men, talking about, yo, that girl's hot, yo, she's fine, this, that, and the other. Like, I don't need to read that shit. It's kind of sad. You damn near 50 years old and you need a pat on the back like you're goddamn junior high. But when I finally did scroll past a comment that was on the main page, what it said was CD question mark. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell is CD? And I kept seeing like CD question mark coming from a lot of dudes, and I was like, what the hell is CD? CD was basically asking for the girl's contact details, as in, yo, what's this girl's number? I plan on traveling there eventually soon, and I want to be able to hook up with that girl too. And that was when my whole experience in these travel groups went extremely sideways, because not only are you guys sharing in your exploits, which are things that you do, which men would try with the most childish mindsets actually do, especially in a public forum. It's different if you have a special page set aside for this that's private and it's limited to a group of individuals that you trust, that will be, you know, secretive about your whatever your exploits are, your exploitations. But to post it on a semi-public Facebook page, the girls that you're hooking up with, and then sharing this girl's contact details, basically treating this young lady like she's a pass-around chick, that was when everything, and I mean everything for me, went sideways. Because not only are y'all a bunch of grown men, like I said, doing this weird shit, but you are openly admitting to the fact that you are okay with having intercourse, sexual relationships, or activities with the same types of girls that these other men are being involved with. I said, you can't be no 35, 40, 50-year-old man in these travel groups exchanging the contact details of females in these foreign countries so that y'all can all share in the same type of activity with these girls. Now, to further detail my personal experience from what I saw on this particular Facebook page, not only were they exchanging the contact details, they were actually exchanging the price in which they paid these particular young ladies for whatever activity they chose to partake in. So not only are you exchanging details, but also you're exchanging how much money you paid. Basically providing a baseline number so the guy has it in his head that, oh, if she asks for this, you know that you can at least get it for this. Oh, I paid like 2,000 pesos. I paid like 3,000 pesos. You know, it's nothing, guys, man. 50, 60 bucks, man. And you can have her all night. And, you know, they were saying all of these things. And I guess to an extent, I was kind of offended. I'm like, yo, man, I said, y'all are really, it's like, you know how when you when you go to a dating site or something and you have like a bio or something that a girl creates for herself, it was like these crusty, thirsty motherfuckers were creating a bio for these girls that they were conquering, for lack of a better term. Oh, she's about 6 foot, double D's, tight waist, this, that, and the other, price range between this and this. I mean, guys, it was heavily detailed. Like these, like it was it was crazy. And the thing is, it wasn't just one guy. Sometimes other guys would chime in to the details that were being given and edit it and say, no, I had her too. She was for this price, or I got it for this. And you know what, you know, I guess she might have changed from the time that you hit it from the time that I hit it, because you know she might have gained a little weight. I mean, guys, it was really in depth. Like, these guys were taking pride in hitting the same types of women. And I'm thinking to myself, I said, bruh, that's what y'all pat yourselves on the back for? This is what is meaningful to you. This type of behavior is what you guys live for. Because again, these travel groups are not open for spectators. I want you to know that. This type of travel group is not open for spectators. These are specifically for people who travel to specific destinations. And so when I was reading these particular comments, like when I really got into the comments and stuff and how they were creating bios for these girls, I don't know, man, I have to admit, man, it made me feel a certain kind of way. I'm like, damn, it's like y'all, it's basically a promotional page or a promo page for prostitution, if you want to know the truth, or selling punan. I'm like, God, Jesus. I mean, and it was sad how detailed it was. I mean, I've never paid that much attention to a situation like that as they were perpetrating in these particular bios that they were creating for these girls. I'm like, man, y'all pay hella close attention, like hair color and eye color and height and weight and all that stuff. I mean, damn, I said, are you here to smash, or are you here to like create a dating profile for this chick? And as I continue to read, I probably stayed on this particular Facebook group better part of like 24 hours. And then I had to get out, man. I was like, yo, man, I can't be a part of this nonsense. Shoot, I got a girlfriend in the background. Y'all tripping. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, look, y'all ain't about to get me caught up in y'all nonsense. Like I said, your boy a local celebrity, man. I can't be up in here dealing with the foolishness of some old crusty dudes that think that it's in their best interest to share in their conquest and break down the fact of who you can share and who's open to do threesomes. I mean, dude, it was very detailed. Oh, you got to pay this if you both want to hit. I'm like, my God, y'all are doing the most. And I'm thinking to myself, how in the world are y'all able to create such a travel group? But again, it was a bunch of guys who probably knew each other, and they kind of just started something, and then they started putting together the details and adding different people in as they watched other people's videos and stuff like that. And ultimately, it kind of made me feel, like I said, it made me feel a certain kind of way, and I'm just uncomfortable even talking about it. But this is the reality of what traveling has come for your average sexpat. This is what it is right now. This is how detailed and how defined the sexpat situation has become. And I think this is an eye-opening situation that we all need to pay attention to. These words mean something to somebody. Because a lot of guys were asking for certain details, and some guys were able to provide everything that they asked for. reference to what bar she worked at, where she can be found, what's her name, what's her nickname. Some people even knew, oh, damn. Some people even wrote down like the addresses where these girls lived at. Like, really? Like, whatever. I shit you not, guys. It was that detailed. I said, that's some really creepy shit for me. So that's when I realized Facebook groups be wildin', bro. They be wildin' for real, for real. But some of these girls, some of them kind of attract that type of attention and want it. Quick story that I want to share with you before I leave, because I don't want to talk on this subject for too much longer. There was one guy who told a story, and very, very open story. And there was a gentleman who had a live stream that shared in the same story. It was really crazy. I'm like, yo, I've seen this before. This is like copy paste for me. When he said it in his live stream, it hit me. I'm like, yo, I know chicks that did the exact same thing. But in one particular story that was shared in this travel group, there was a guy that said, yo, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because a lot of these guys are open. They don't care. He's like, yo, man, I didn't protect myself. I didn't wear my helmet in the time of war. Basically, he had unprotected sex with this young lady. Openly admitted to, quote unquote, shooting up the club. Openly admitted to shooting up the club. One guy said that, yeah, the same girl that you hit, and he said this is as nonchalant as humanly possible, said, yo, she tried to really sleep with me without a rubber. Like, you know, he was trying to get the details of when he slept with the girl or whatever and whatnot. They were having a pretty seemingly intense dialogue, because it was back and forth. They were online for a hot minute. They were trying to get the timeline down, but it was like, yo, man, I guess I was in the same area, no different, maybe 2 weeks after you, and this girl was really trying to hook up with me, like really have sex with me with unprotected, and he was under the assumption that the girl was trying to pin a baby on him, trying to pin that guy's baby on him. And they had a laugh about it. They had a joke about it, as if like that shit's funny. As if, look at what you did, man. You can't go back there now, huh? Like it. And it ties back into my story, ladies and gentlemen. It ties back into my video from prior days ago in reference to, do you ever think of me, the kids left behind sex tourism? These guys are in the moment perpetuating that narrative and sharing in that conquest and talking about it as if it's okay. Talking about it as if there is no consequence that's going to come from me for the activities that I partake in. Shit, I'm just having fun. We're not talking about kids, ladies and gentlemen. It might have been okay to pass around girls, and I'm not saying this to be funny. I'm just saying this because at this age, I give you an excuse to do dumb shit as a man. But 22, 23 max, man, you're probably out there still doing dumb stuff. I mean, growing up, everybody knew there was a neighborhood girl. That's anywhere in the world that you go. There's always one chick in the neighborhood. Always one. Even in the Philippines. Trust me. I had classmates that shared chicks that were actually our classmates in school too. Coming to find out, one of the dudes was the unlucky winner of getting her pregnant. So now he has to be the father to the kid of a young lady that him and his two friends actually hooked up with. It was crazy. I could tell you that story, but it'd be never ending. He was the one that got tagged with the baby, and they laughed at him too. That's the sad part. They laughed at him like, how you the one get her pregnant? It's just weird, but this is like the nature of men. But again, I don't even excuse it, but these guys were young at the time. I mean, shit, they were like 18 maybe. So growing up, everybody knows there's a neighborhood girl that probably a lot of guys choose to mess with. Not condoning the behavior, just saying that there is. But when you're 40, 50, pushing 60, and you guys are still talking about passing around these girls in different countries, I'm like, man, I know some of y'all never grow up, but this is kind of sad. You can't be 50, 60 years old out here still trying to share women. I mean, I understand in some cultures and some natures that's okay, swinging and cucks and all that stuff. We're not going to get into that topic of conversation, but Y'all should have outgrown that a long time ago, man. But it is what it is, man. I just wanted to bring this one to the table, man, because I was just kind of shook at that. I was like, man, ain't no way in this world this is what I'm reading. But it was, ladies and gentlemen. Saw a full-blown bio of most of these girls. And this is the strange world we're living in, ladies and gentlemen. And this is a reality, guys. This isn't something that just came out of the woodworks, man. Men have been doing this for years. Only now has it become something that is on my front door because they think that I want to participate in the same activities. Because you should have seen them when I entered the room. It was weird. They were like, yo, Dr. Mike, hey, how you doing? A couple of guys wrote me and be like, yo, man, I know you got some girls in the Philippines, man. Like, yo, hook us up. Like, literally, I would have it was like 4 messages probably from the time that I accepted the invite. Because when you accept the invite, it literally tells you the person that just joined the group. So everybody knew that I had just joined the group. And so I got that instant message like, yo, Dr. Mike, man, I know you got some girls in the Philippines, man. I've been thinking about going to Davao, man. Yo, what's good? Hook me up. I ain't say shit. Like I said, I lasted probably a good 24 hours because, you know, shit, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna peep the scene to see what the girls look like in other countries. But you think I'm really about to do what you think you want me to do? You think that I'm really about that life, huh? Nah, gentlemen, you got the wrong one. Facebook groups perpetuate sex pad activity now. That's where it's at. Forget dating sites and all the above, ladies and gentlemen. It's in these Facebook groups. Doc had to get away from that quick. Man, I'm thinking about creating my own Facebook group. Shit. That shit, I gotta cleanse myself of that nonsense, bruh. Cause I still think about that every day, man. That shit, it ain't gonna change, alright? But ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to share that with you real quick. Man, these Facebook groups be wildin'. That's all I'm gonna tell you, man. Y'all need to be careful who y'all let into y'all inner circle. Cause these motherfuckers be dirty. They be crusty. They be dusty. And they honestly think that I'm in the market with sharing any girl that I've known in my past with you. Man, I wouldn't even do that girl like that. You know? Ain't no amount of money in the world worth it, man. There are some girls in the world right now that won't accept a dime from you dirty motherfuckers. But for the ones that do, I pray for you. I pray your situation gets better and you never have to deal with anybody like that ever again. Like I said, I can't help them all. Shit, boy got a heart, but damn, I ain't about to. I said I can't save you from your situation, man. That's something you gotta do for yourself, boo boo. But I pray for you. If you ever find yourself in a situation with any of these crusty ass dudes, I pray for you. No names will be mentioned. No pictures shall be shared. A lot of these guys try to remain anonymous anyways. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Hope you guys found this video informative. I hope you guys have a lot to say about it. Leave it down in the comment section below. Just wanted to let you know, quick FYI, guys. Just because I said that I would make this video, I'm a man of my word. Gotta honor that word. Facebook groups be wildin', bro. Y'all be easy. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. Doc is out. Peace.